Josh is leaving for work. So now it is my time to start my very productive day at home. So usually on Saturdays I drive Josh to work. That way I can have the car during the day because we only have the one car, at least in the winter. But today he wanted to take the car. I think he wants to wash it off, and then he's also taking our recycling because our town doesn't recycle, but his work recycles, so we just bring the recycle to his work. And regardless, today is going to be a very productive solo day at home. If you like these kind of videos, make sure you like it, comment something, let me know. But here is my agenda for the day. Toulouse is occupying it. Can you get up, please? Hey, girl. Can you get up? Thank you. All right. I wrote this out yesterday. If you didn't see last week's vlog, definitely check it out. But this is from All Things Aaliyah, and I'll link it down below. But basically, I have everything kind of scheduled out for myself. And realistically, I know not all of this is going to like happen all at the same time, like as I have it written, but just having everything written down and blocked out, I think is going to be beneficial. So anyway, here we are. But it is about 6:30, so we're going to start with some yoga. Video is over. Just gotta roll up the mat. Look at Toulouse all snuggled on the hoodie. It's so soft, like it's the good stuff. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. But it's so cozy. She's being so cute. Miko's in the box. Hey, Boxco. It is time for breakfast. Oh, yes. Toulouse is off the hoodie. I can put it back on because it's fucking cold. What is it? Let's see. Google says it's 11 degrees right now. So that's a no for me. I mean, granted, inside the house isn't... Oh, Toulouse, thank you for keeping my hoodie warm. That's so nice of you. Miko is so precious. Just waiting. She wants some water. Anyway, making my classic Saturday morning breakfast. We got toast. Gonna do 2 eggs. The last 2 eggs even. I know. You're such a baby. I love the morning light. It's so cute. But got the breakfast. We got some butter toast. Got 2 eggs on bread with a slice of cheese. And then gonna do nice and bruised banana. Anyway, finished my breakfast. We're on to part 2 for the day, which is editing the vlogs. And I know you can't really see what I'm doing, but there are 4 vlogs. I'm uploading everything now, so it should take a while. It's like a quarter of the way through. So, but yeah, I am editing 4 vlogs now. This will be my next few hours, so I'll check in at some point. All right, hello. It is now 10 o'clock. It's been about 2 hours, hour and a half since I last checked in with you, but all of my videos finally stopped importing to the computer. So Right now I'm almost done editing my second vlog. I don't know why I let it pile up. Like now I have 4 vlogs to edit. I don't know why I did that, but anyway, I'm just about done with this one, and then I have 2 more, but I just brewed myself another coffee. So second coffee, add a little cream to this one. I'm usually just a Splenda girl, but I was feeling cream. Have my water, of course. Miko's in the beanbag. Toulouse is always being a snug. But anyway, I migrated to the couch because I'm going to be doing a lot of like table stuff later. We're like taking notes for the lacrosse research I'm doing, and the seamstress research and the wedding stuff. So like lacrosse and wedding stuff will happen over there, but for editing the vlog, I like to be comfy. So I'm staying on the couch, and it's close to a plug too. And I don't know if you could like, this computer is pretty old. Like it works great, but it is a bit older, so it dies a lot quicker. And if it's not plugged in, like when it's exporting a video to YouTube or something, it dies in like 4 minutes. It's annoying. But so just like to keep plugged in when I do this kind of stuff, which probably doesn't help the battery, but whatever. So yeah, anyway, I am going to continue editing this, and I'll keep checking in. I am still on track with my plan for the day, so I'm feeling pretty good. But the editing the vlogs definitely was a lot longer than expected. Like, I think I finished my breakfast before 8, and I've been editing the vlog since then, and it's 12 now. So, as our list goes, editing the vlogs was supposed to be 10 to 12, but it was really only 8 to 12. But it's fine. But now we're going to do some lacrosse research. But actually, let's edit my list here. First, let's check off some things. We did yoga, we did breakfast, we did edit vlogs. And here we're gonna do water, plants. So I just spent like upwards of 4 hours editing, like, look at these guys, like, and they're all so long. Like this one, 25 minutes, 20 minutes, 20 minutes, 27 minutes. So been doing a lot longer vlogs and like just editing out less stuff and just like keeping it more real. Just like taking more clips as I'm going. And I know I like longer vlogs, so I'm assuming the people that are watching my vlogs might like longer vlogs, but definitely let me know in the comments. But that took a long time, and I don't want to look at a screen anymore for at least the time being, so I'm going to add in my self-care. So I'm going to shower and water my plants, and then I'll hop back onto the computer and do some of the lacrosse research. Okay. Obviously, I showered, and now it is time to do the rounds. We have the moisture meter. She dry. She dry. I think everyone's gonna be kind of dry today. Miko, of course, had to sneak in. I know, you're so thirsty. All right, I'm just gonna steal this though. Excuse me. But everybody is getting some water today. Hello vlog. I feel like I'm in a pretty good spot with the lacrosse research for today. Been sitting here for about an hour, maybe hour and a half, but have a lot of notes. I also I don't know if you can see that, but I was sent a PowerPoint. We have a like all women's lacrosse coach meeting on March 8th. So they sent out these slides to go over the rule changes, but that meeting is like all about the rule changes. So I just watched those slides, did a bunch of like YouTube video watching, like researching other coaches. Yeah, so have quite a bit of notes here. Been going through the rule book too, because obviously things have changed in the past years since I've played. The past 6 years. It makes me feel weird that that was so long ago. But yeah, lots of things have changed, but I've kind of done what I can for now at the moment. I'm eager to meet the girls and actually figure out like what their capabilities are, where their skill sets are at, to kind of like obviously like I have like a few ideas of what I want to do and all that stuff, but I also need to know what they can do themselves, and kind of know their skill level before making any like set plans. And obviously like each day will be different, so like I can't make a practice plan today if I don't know what these girls can even do. So I've kind of like at least gotten a lot of ideas down on paper for now, and then once I can meet the girls and actually like work with them, work as a team, then we'll be able to figure more out. But for now, that's kind of where I'm at with the lacrosse stuff. I'm gonna make some lunch, and then what's next on our to-do list? So lacrosse stuff is looking good, that's done. We're gonna do lunch break and then rearrange the office. All right, sounds good to me. Basically, I think I mentioned it in last week's vlog or earlier today, but basically I just want to change where my computer is. Right now, Josh and I, we have our computers in the same room, which has never been an issue. But recently I have more meetings, so I feel bad telling Josh to be quiet all the time. So I'm hoping I can just move my desk in the other room and move the bed for our guest room into the office that it's now. So you'll see that eventually, but for now I'm gonna eat some food and probably just watch some YouTube. This is a site many of you have probably seen before, but this is our current office setup. So Josh has his computer here, his game chair, his driving setup. We have our Wi-Fi stuff in here, and here's my desk setup. So we just do the file cabinets with like a piece of wood on top, but this is kind of, well, this is the current office setup. But what I want to do, this is our current guest room setup. So I want to put my desk against this wall, move the bed into the new guest room, former guest room. Everything has always been everything else. But yeah, so let's start unplugging shit, I guess. The hardest part is going to be unplugging everything and not breaking my computer. Oh my God. So let's hope I can undo this and bring it to the other room and it will still work. All right, this is the current setup. About nothing happening here, except I have the desktop, the keyboard. It was time to crack a cold one, so I got a Coke No Shug. Here is all of the electronic stuff when you work from home. There she goes. And here we have Josh's driving chair, my workout stuff that hangs out in the office, my desk chair, and then in here have the file cabinets and then the empty space. So I think the tactic, I want to move Josh's computer and stuff, but I'm going to ask him first, or if he wants to do it when he gets home. But I think the tactic is move the bed and like lean it against a wall in here or something, and then I can set up my desk and then just worry about this room maybe later. So this is going on now, but that's just fine. All right, this is pretty much done. I'm gonna kind of deal with this stuff, but at least the desk is set up and the computer works. This is what's going on with the rest of the house. Miko's gonna try to get the Christmas light hook off. This is chaos. I just have to crawl through here. Toulouse is the guardian of the guest room office now. Excuse me, ladies. It's like everything fits, and I think this will work out. It's just like over there isn't that like good looking, so I think like maybe moving the table somewhere would be better. But everything else, like, it's gonna fit all in here, so I just have to wait for the cats to stop jungle gymming around. This is all set up now. I just need to bring in my chair, but computer works, all good. I think I want to bring in, we have the bookcase out here, which I think looks good, but it's just not like the most aesthetic, and realistically I want to get a big plant and put the big plant over there. So my excuse is if I move that, I'll have an excuse for my big plant. So I think I'm gonna grab that bookcase and stick it against this wall because I moved this over here, which I think this looks great over here, and Toulouse has her little bed in there, and the plants are good, and Josh has his shoes, so I think it'll be good. And then yeah, I'm gonna grab the bookcase for this, and then the lamp can kind of go on it too, so it doesn't just have to sit on the floor. Or I could always get like a floor lamp for the corner too. We'll kind of see. But after moving this around, I have definitely decided that I want a standing desk. So I'm gonna hunt on Wayfair because employee discount and try to find a standing or like an adjustable desk that I like. And then I'll just have to redo this all over again. On the very, very bottom shelf, I have all of my books. So I'm gonna empty first. Excuse me, ma'am. And my stress banana that my mom gave me. Does stress balls like go bad? Because like I feel like I really need this thing, or is it like you have to keep using it for it to be good? Josh's mom gifted me a photo album of like so many pictures of Josh, and it even has like a flash drive with more pictures. But like this is the best thing I've ever gotten. Like, oh baby Josh, I can't. It's my favorite. I love that. All this pile of like crap was on the bookshelf, which is just not aesthetically pleasing, and I would just love to have a big plant in this corner and like a little reading nook. Oh, things are coming along. Also ignore the giant trash bag. There's like had some blankets that were stored underneath the guest bed that just like we always had them around, and they're like kind of ratty. So like we don't use them ever, and we didn't want anyone else using them. So it's time to get rid of them. Not to be donated kind of thing. And then Miko is harassing Toulouse. Found one of Miko's favorite toys under the bookshelf. She's like, Kizzy, drop it. Miko, drop it. No, drop it. She plays fetch. Ready? Oh, she's already run it. I didn't even throw it. Right, all this to say, I got the bookcase on the towel trick. There's still letter stickers on it. I love that. But I got the towel trick to move after my escapade of moving between 2016 and 2018. She's really going crazy. After my moving escapade between 2016 and 2018, I moved like so many times. I really mastered moving furniture around. And Miko's gonna go lose her spring under the couch with the rest of her springs. I should be pushing this, but it's easier this way. And then, excuse me, once I get to the carpet, I can just take it off the towel. Of course, I couldn't have gotten this done when there is more light out, but the rearrangement is done, at least for now. I don't know what Josh is going to want to do, but for now, I'm loving it. We got the bookcase over here. So move this from the living room. So it looks a little blank over there, but I mean, realistically, like, we have the blanket box down there, but thinking a big plant's going to look good. When you walk in, this is what you see. Yeah, so got the bookcase in here. And then the desk set up, everything works properly. The cords are never gonna look good, so that's just what it is. Not really a big fan of this setup over here, but this table has our printer paper and ink, and then our printer's just underneath because it like lifts up like that. So yep, there's the printer setup, and that wood doesn't match anything else, so it's like not very cute, but it is what it is. Over here, we have a makeshift plant stand. But this is like a TV console from Walmart 500 years ago. And then we just have a blanket that Toulouse likes to lay on, Josh's shoes. I have my blanket there. I always work with a blanket on my lap, so that's that. And my gym gear. But then we have a lot of open space, so I'll be able to do my yoga here. And then for the guest room / Josh's office, here it is. So the only thing is like this stuff, I don't really know what's going to happen. Ideally, we'll put it in the closet, but right now my wedding dress is in there, so I don't want this stuff in there, like getting in the way of it. So eventually those will go in there, but for now. That's the home of the dress. But yeah, so this is like the only downside, but the bed and then Josh's desk, he can still like wheel in and out. And then like, again, like this isn't that aesthetic. Like it just doesn't really look great over here. Like I think we should get a taller lamp and that will kind of fix that issue. But everything else is pretty okay. Eventually this will go away. But for now, like I'm liking the setup, digging it. But all clean now. Can finally go back. I have one more task, I think, to check off my list. Let's check. All right, so for the list, we can check off vacuuming, check off surfaces, check, which we can also check over here. I did eat, yes. Rearrange office, check. So now I'm gonna do my seamstress. I did shower, did water the plant. Cool. Now I'm gonna do my wedding stuff. So I'm gonna look up, I have a list of seamstresses over here that my dress place gave me. So I'm gonna like go on their websites and kind of like inquire about that. And then I also wanna make a list of like the commonly forgotten things, or like not commonly forgotten, but small wedding things. Like even though it's literally so far away, like my mom's making fun of me because I'm like, no, we should send the invitations like 8 months out. And it's like, no, they're supposed to be 8 weeks. And I'm like, but let's be early. Like save the dates are supposed to be sent out like 6 months in advance. I'm like, no, I sent mine out literally in January when my wedding is May 2023. So like, I'll just resend the save the dates or something. But it's just like, I don't know, it's funny because I'm like, I'm ahead, but it's like, there's certain things you shouldn't be doing. Regardless, I will be making a list of things, like smaller things to not forget, like buying our wedding bands, getting wedding box or like ring boxes for like pictures, and like to make sure that they're in the same place on our wedding day so no one loses a ring. I don't know, like smaller things like that, that's like not top of mind, like the vendors and all that. So I'm gonna do that at the same time. So let's do that and then we can finally chill. A lot to lose, just came running. Also, I want to show you guys, if you didn't know, if you're on Safari, if you have a bunch of tabs open, you can hit, excuse me, ma'am, you can hit this icon, the show sidebar, and then with this thing, you can make a new group. So this is already grouped, so I can't, but like I have my wedding group, so things I'm like working on for the wedding at that time, and then I can just minimize it, or, excuse me, or I can just exit out, and then I can only open like the wedding tabs, which is really nice. So what I have open now is my wedding Google Drive folder. So I have my wedding drive on Google that has like all of the docs I've been going through. And then I have our budget, our other vendors, because I'm going to be looking at like seamstresses, which I'm like just putting in my other vendors list. And then I have a bunch of tabs open for all the vendors or all the seamstresses that were recommended to me. So I'm gonna go through that. All right, so like I do with all my other vendors, if I am sending out like a generic, hey, here's what I want to do, here's my idea kind of thing, I'll always just copy it into this other vendors list so I know what I said. So I have my like paragraph, and then down below, I'm not going to show you because like they're the business phone numbers, or maybe they're even cell phone numbers, but I just have like the company's phone number, so I don't need to show you guys that. But basically I have like the paragraph I sent out, and then all the companies I just contacted and their phone numbers and when I contacted them. So that is done. And now that was kind of the hard part was like just sending out emails. So now it's just waiting for emails to come back to me about it. And then like, I think I'm going to do consultations, just because it's hard to tell like what these people can do, because it's like, they just show the after of like, here's what I created, where it's like, it is beautiful after. So like, and it fits the people very well. So it's like, you assume they do a good job, but it's like, where did this start? So I'm hoping to like get some idea of that with these emails and all that stuff, because I kind of want to make a few bigger changes to the dress. So, but anyway, now I can check that off the list, and now just the wedding forget-me-not list, which will be a lot of Pinterest searching and all that kind of stuff. So I'm actually going to end the vlog here, because It's a loose. That's just rude. I'm actually gonna end the vlog here just because that is gonna be kind of boring. If you guys want to see more wedding stuff, let me know in the comments. But that just making a list of like something to not forget is not gonna be exciting. So I'm going to cut this off here and then I can show you guys that list later on. But for now, thank you guys for watching this very productive day stuck at home with me and the cats. If you like this, make sure you like this, comment something down below, and I'll see you guys next Monday.